Well, thank you everybody for coming out tonight, and Bill, thanks for letting us use Jesse Brown's. Yeah, in our family business, I've met with a lot of folks, and I get to hear a lot of great stories. And it got to the point where we said, you know what, with selling a puppy, there are people out there that need a puppy that can't afford a puppy. And the idea started to form, especially when we met with Dominic, and he wanted to do something with veterans. It made a lot of sense. There are a shortage of service dogs, and there is a surplus of veterans. We have more quantity of puppies, and it made a lot of sense to sort of redirect some of those puppies from sales to veterans that maybe couldn't afford to buy a puppy and the training, but can afford to take care of the puppy. And we wanted to be able to train that puppy and the veteran at the same time. And that's really where Paws4Warriors was born, out of this great idea of connecting that veteran with a puppy and then training them at the same time. And so, and just the stats of like my dad was talking about with the suicide rate is just crazy. TBI, we've had in our family, we've had family members encounter traumatic brain injury. It's completely misunderstood and sort of taboo. And then, and amputee limb loss. That people have a need for a dog, like this dog that's just laying here, that's learned to be a companion and will eventually go into service. So we could only do so much being a for-profit company, because you have to keep the lights on. And so with a nonprofit aspect, you raise money to give something away, and that makes a lot of sense, because you're covering your costs and you're raising the money to give that puppy to a veteran. And recently we just had a fellow that came to us, and it was again another story. He was U.S. combat wounded veteran, suffered PTSD, and he said, I'm coming to and buying a puppy because I've heard that puppies are great in dealing with PTSD. And my heart always says, I wish I could do more. I wish I could just give them the dog, but we've got a mortgage and lights and everything to keep it going. So that's, that's the birth of Paws4Warriors. But we can do about 2 a year is our maximum limit. So we've got one that we're going to be doing in Alaska. Dad's going to be taking them up here next week. And then, Jay, if I could get you to come up for just a minute, because I got something I want to tell you. Jay is this man that, when he told me his story, my heart went out to him. And he's got his little, is his Bodie here? Yeah, he's got his Bodie here. So we, there's a little bit more of a story of how he got Bodie, but Jay, tonight what we'd like to do is we'd like to give you Bodie and all the training and just give that to you. I know you've paid lap pups, but we're going to refund you that money, and so we're going to do that with the house break and the whole 9 yards. So that's why I wanted you to come up. I know it was a little challenge to come up here tonight, but so I just wanted to.
This is my first time seeing Bodie, and I'm speechless. But I would like to say, if you look around you, if you ever go past a VA hospital, if you see somebody like Dominic, that's the price of freedom. The price of freedom is on display at veterans' hospitals, at veterans' homes. It's the men and women who serve this country for various reasons, but they serve it. And I can't think of a more fitting group of people. These people are amazing. And they have made me feel welcome as part of their family. And as someone who sticks to myself and I'm a loner, it means a great deal. And Paws4Warriors, I just want to salute Dominic, his girlfriend, fiance, and Lab Pups, because what they're doing, if 1% of our country did that for our veterans, we'd be a hell of a lot better country. Because veterans will give back. It's not just about taking. Veterans give back. To you guys, thank you so much. I really am.
With that, I guess, thanks again for coming up, man. And I'd like to conclude by saying, thank you for Dominic and Jay for serving. Sarge, thank you, man, for everything that you guys do for our country. And I'd like to just wrap it up and say that there's barbecue out. And, would you like to say something?
Yeah, those veterans that are in this room again, would you raise your hands? Everybody.
Yes.